I didn't have a chance to go get no champagne. I bought some weed. I bought some weed with the champagne money.
Well, welcome, FREDRO STARR. Welcome to Champagne and Conversation, sir. Thank you so much for taking time out to join us today.
Yes, how y'all doing out there?
Well, and I'm sure everybody is so excited. They were like, oh, this is the epitome of legendary. So I know they will be excited to hear about what you have to say.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
You think? Oh, I was trying. In the COVID, at least I was trying.
You know what I mean?
Can you tell me how to make my mimosa? What am I supposed to be doing with this?
Right now I'm in LA. It's a little noisy, but I'm gonna try to work with you. This is how we gotta make a mimosa. The first time I had a mimosa, I was with Jam Master Jay, rest in peace. And it actually was the first time I was in first class too. And we had a mimosa. They was like, "You want something to drink, sir?" And I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Well, you want a mimosa?" I was like, "Yeah, what's a mimosa?" She gave me the champagne. I think it was more wet. I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
Not that White Star. and some orange juice.
Okay.
With a little one of them little cherry joints on there.
Okay.
Yo, I had about 5 of them joints.
So right.
Yeah. That was lovely. I was twisted when I got off the plane. So that's how you make a mimosa.
We got it. Thank you so much for the recipe.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we put that online for you guys in case you want to know how to make one. So what's been up? We understand that you got movies popping right now in the midst of the pandemic, and you got a new album coming out with my favorite group, Onyx, and all this greatness. Greatness.
I mean, it's like, if you know about Onyx, anybody who knows about Onyx know that we love to be on stage. You know what I'm saying? We do about 100 shows a year. For the last 10 years, that's what we've been doing, just touring around the world. Shout to Paris, Germany, Russia, South America, shout to everybody. We've been all over the world with this, you know what I'm saying? And with the COVID, we can't go on tour. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Right. So we just been, just chilling, working on a new album, Onyx for Life. The new album, we rocking with that. Shout to Sticky Fingers. Shout to Cleopatra Records. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the bag off. You know what I'm saying? And
slip that in.
Yeah, they dropped the bag off and said they want an album. Cleopatra Records, man. Shout to Brian Pierre. He's great, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so we doing an album with those guys.
So dope.
Yeah, and I'm actually, I came up with this series, a script called City of Gold. Okay. And it's a series that we've been filming around LA for the last couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? And look out for that. We moving, you know what I mean? Just trying to stay healthy amongst anything.
What I love is the production during the pandemic. I mean, with that said, you also have the podcast that I like, that you have popping. Now, are you doing the podcast in a studio or are you doing it in your fly car? Because I saw the panoramic roof and wasn't sure. Are you doing it there?
Nah. We doing we doing the podcast in a couple of locations. The first location was at Steakhouse Studios. We was doing it in there. Shout to Steakhouse Studio. They got the board is like some 68, some crazy ass lead board they got in there. It's a big room. And we shot some episodes in there, and then we started shooting some episodes at the Candy Pen house in LA. You know what I mean? It's a nice little mansion in LA we shooting at, you know what I'm saying? Shout to Penny Lane. Shout to Candy Pens. So we've been shooting at the mansion lately. So it's been going good, man. Shout to my co-host, Johnny Voga.
Yes. And the concept behind that is rappers and ballers. So you're just kind of showing the correlation between the two, or what's the idea of that?
Rappers and ballers is just what I do. I like to talk about sports, smoke weed, talk about hip hop. And that's what we just focus on. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about like current events on what's going on now. We just talk about just talk about a whole lot of stuff. But sports always comes up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like sports, you know, everybody knows that basketball, football, and not baseball and boxing is the hip hop sports that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? We don't really fuck with baseball. We don't fuck with hockey. I rock with tennis, you know what I'm saying? I rock with tennis. We got some cool black tennis players out there. So tennis is hip hop. The young girl that just won, what's her name? The black and Chinese, I think her name was Osaka, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She got the hip hop boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Oh,
tennis is more hip hop than baseball. So yeah, these are the
But we
topics
have
we
some cool
touch.
baseball players though. We have a few.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
definitely a few legends.
Yeah, I mean, when we came up, you had Willie Randolph, Reggie Jackson,
Yeah.
you know, Darryl Strawberry, Gooden. You had those dudes, but and that's when baseball was cool. It ain't cool no more. I don't know why. It ain't cool
Because you
no
didn't let
more.
it, you're not giving it the okay to be cool. That's why.
Nah, I just think that they're not putting enough black people on. There's not enough black baseball players. You know what I'm saying?
That you think that are actually trying out, I mean, that actually want to be in the league, or that they're
No,
actually.
I mean, if you look at a baseball team, there's not a lot of black guys on the team. You might see a lot of Latin guys or guys from Cuba and stuff like that, because those guys are really good at baseball. But not a lot of black guys play baseball. We don't even play baseball. Like we used to play stick ball growing up in New York. Stick ball was like you get a stick, like a broomstick or some type of stick, and you fucking play baseball with a broomstick. Some ghetto shit. They don't do that no more in New York.
The
They don't do
hood,
that no more.
the hood. Yes, that's what that was. But I think that traditionally we just were not accustomed to playing baseball. Like you said, if it was stick ball, it was stick ball. But then people were saying, put the stick down before you break somebody's window. So I don't think that you really could get into that like you could basketball, football. You know, those were the things that we were pretty much geared towards. I guess as
Yeah,
a
yeah, you need a lot of room to play baseball. You know, basketball, you could just throw a hoop anywhere and get it popping. You know,
Mhm.
basketball is the way out of the ghetto. Basketball is like Biggie said, man. It's either you can rap or you got a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? So those are the those are the sports that we see that we can actually make it out.
And I guess that's the ideology of hip hop as well. If you had a message and you really put that to something, you could use that as an artery or a way to leverage yourself out of there. Uh,
Right. People see hip hop, they dropping out of high school left and right to be rappers, man. Stay in school, man. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna make it in hip hop, but that's the dream. That's the American dream. You know what I'm saying? It's a skill. Rap is a skill.
Now, I did listen to some of your stories, as I told you on the text, that you're one of the best storytellers that I've heard. And the reason why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, because I know you're like, why did you say that? Is because when you're able to move the heartstrings, that's when you know that you really have a story to tell. And
Right.
you were, 4 or 5 different stories, and everyone was an emotion, and you were able to go on that ride with you in that
Right.
emotion. And one
Right.
of them, I think I was listening to, it was probably 2 o'clock this morning, was about the bus. And
Oh
it
yeah.
just kind of sat with me for a moment. And I was like, I have got to find out from you, was that your driving force to, your lyrics, your approach to rap? The things that you're actually doing now, because that was definitely could have been a traumatizing situation if it wasn't a traumatizing situation.
Oh, I mean, yeah, the situation when you was talking about, yeah, I was on a bus as a kid going to junior high school. And this is in the 80s, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm an OG, so this is real back in the 80s
Not
when,
that OG, but we get it.
well, I mean, there was no social media. There was
Right.
no, hip hop wasn't really as big as it was. So, you know, there was more racial tension, I would say, put it like that, back in the 80s. And yeah, these white guys, they was like grown men. They had beards. I don't know if they was grown, but they had grown ass beards. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can see is like dudes with beards with bats hitting the bus on the way to school. So all the kids on the bus, black kids getting bused to a school in a great neighborhood or a white neighborhood, would you want to say? I wouldn't say great. I would just say white. We was getting busted to school, and we got attacked. You know what I'm saying?
And you said that had the bus driver not pulled off, you felt like that could have been you guys' life or something really, really
Could have
terrible.
been. Could have been. You know what I'm saying? Could have been. You know what's the crazy thing when I think about it? I don't even think like that the cops even came to the school. Like I don't remember like police coming or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, okay, go to school. You know, that's that. Was it a driving force in my career? Um, Probably have a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think everybody from where I'm from, Queens, Brooklyn, ghetto projects, wherever. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make it out, and I'm sure everybody been through some racial bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we want the house with the picket fence too. We want to know what it is to live good. You know what I'm saying? As they say, have food in the refrigerator, a nice crib, clothes, cars, money in the bank, no stress, generational wealth for our kids,
Sure.
your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? We want that too. So yeah, it's always going to be a driving force if you're a black person.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And
Hell
with
yeah.
that, you've done so many things within the industry between rapping, directing, producing, writing. Obviously, you're making certain that you touch all bases when it comes to making certain that you maintain that generational wealth and to keep a pulse, I'm sure, in the industry, right?
Right. Well,
Yeah,
one good thing with rap is, you know, rappers and people who do movies, you get residuals, and residuals is kind of like real estate. It's kind of like collateral. It's something that you'll have forever.
yeah,
And that's one of the good things about being an artist. You know, you put out music, your music will be streaming forever. You know what I'm saying? The more albums you put out, the more streaming, the more sales, and you know, it's a great industry to be in because it
yeah.
lasts forever. Same with movies. They like, you know, 20 years later, Moesha is back on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
Congratulations.
Like yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Shit like that. Like it will keep growing forever. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm gone, you know, God forbid no time soon, but when I'm gone, it will keep generating wealth forever. So my kids and their kids, you know, and that's one good thing about the industry, you know.
It's funny that to watch, I posted one of your Moesha segments and you had a little bit of the edge. Shout out to the bandana. I tried to do a little look like you today. Um,
I see that.
but for
I'm
the
the
Moesha,
original. I'm the original bandana man. I'm
I
the original.
know.
I'm the original. Tupac did it, but I did it early too. Like me and Tupac born the same year, so we always on the same vibe. Like me and Tupac, we the original hip hop bandana mans, man. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of bandana mans out there, but we the originators. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Look, now you're gonna make me say this before I even finish my thoughts on what I was gonna say to you, because this was all of my vibe this morning.
You know the vibe. That's that Queen
That
shit,
is
right?
like, I'm like, oh yes, you did it with this. I love this.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I guess that champagne got you nice and tipsy, right?
Oh, I sip it all the time, so I'm good.
That's what's up. And I smoke all the time.
Um,
Shout, we got the Onyx pre-rolls. You know what I'm saying? These joints right here. We rocking with some cannabis type of things coming out soon.
oh,
Just to
cool.
just to
Is that
let you
on your
know.
merch, on your website? Because I saw you post that.
Nah, we just right now we just doing white label. We just hitting the streets. We doing, but we got distribution and we coming, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be available soon. Right now we just doing the groundwork. It ain't available nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, we got to talk
But
about
but
that
we shipping, and everything is touching down. So holla. I'm in
offline. Yeah.
LA. I'm in
Yeah.
LA. I'm
That's
I'm
what's
I'm, I'm
up.
close to the plug.
That's what's up. So what I was going to ask you is, with some of the film that you have been a part of, specifically NYPD, CSI, have you ever had to play any of the roles of some of these crooked cops that we're actually experiencing right now on the street?
I never played a cop yet.
Okay.
I
Okay.
ne- I never played a cop yet. That's crazy, right? I mean, you
Yes.
think about it. Ice-T came out with a song called Cop Killer, right?
Hmm.
And this nigga been on playing a cop for 20 years. Isn't it ironic? I mean, you can't get no more ironic than that. Shout out to my nigga Ice-T.
Yeah.
You know, we got the movie Equal Standard. You know, me and Ice-T and Hassan Johnson, Jermaine Hopkins, and Tobias, and something crazy. Selena Johnson. The cast is crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Taheem. It's called Equal Standard, and the movie is about police brutality and police corruption and police relations in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So Equal Standard, man, it's definitely a movie. If you ain't see it, they should go check it out. It's not on Netflix. You got to go to Equal Standard Movie. Watch equalstandardmovie.com and check it out.
When did it come out?
It's out already. Yeah.
Okay. So
Ice-T, shout out to Ice-T. I'm playing me and Ice-T in the same gang. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I never played a cop yet.
That's ironic, like you said, that is actually out, and with all of the things that are going on right now in the world, you all were timely with that for sure. But yeah, you'll have to go and make that your next role so we can see what you think about it.
You see what you said? We timely, yo. That shit happens like I mean, it happens so much. It's always on time with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just beat up some other kid. He was a Lyft driver. He was a passenger in a Lyft. He didn't want to show his ID, and a cop beating him up. They
pulled him out.
Yo, man. I mean, this is like crazy, man. It's just like, you know, this is crazy, man. You know.
Yes, that's why we have to vote.
We gotta vote. You can vote all day. Not saying voting ain't gonna help, but when Obama was in office, we was getting killed and shot, and it was still protesting. When he was in office, you could vote for whoever you want. Keep it real. They're gonna still keep doing what the fuck they're gonna keep doing.
Yeah, the reform
is never gonna stop. What needs to happen, I think, is just we need more black police officers. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Let's take over the police departments.
Well, they definitely got to change it. That's for sure. Whatever.
I mean, if it's more black police officers, then I think it will be less. But you still got black cops.
I was gonna say
black cops. Everybody ever black cop. Yo, Karis, yo. Because once the cops put on the blue, they blue. It don't matter.
Sometimes they change too. They got to feed their family. So, you know, to go against the grain, what is it worth?
But guess what? We need to put some Black Lives Matters in the police department. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, they said that at this point, what they were going to do is, or what they are proposing is to add, you know, different energy or different types of people, not just the same, to some of these organizations, so that there is like a check for the checker, so to speak. That way you don't have to worry about, you know, all of the undercover that goes on.
Yeah.
To detect that ahead of time.
Yeah. I get it. Lawyers watching accountants, watching lawyers.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
In order to cut down on it.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, we just gotta, like, you know, keep it moving. Trump gave out a lot of money this year, though. I ain't gonna lie. Rodeo Drive was looking crazy the other day.
Your people. Now, they didn't create an LLC. They didn't buy any real estate. Nothing that at the end of the year they're going to be able to say they have for the generations to come. But they at the Gucci store.
They're going to be paying back loans. They like...
If they pay back loans, you already know what that's going to be.
They were like, who, me?
Right. And at the end of the day, then they say, you wonder why people don't get the other, the benefits that some of the others get. And you got that.
But but you know, it's all about education too, though. You know what I'm saying? People are not educated. You know, it's like, if you ain't never had nothing, you ain't gonna know what it is. And when you get something, you ain't gonna know how to act. That's just, come on. Everybody did that. The first go around, we did some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
The first go around. We're not in the 90s. We're not in the early 2000s.
But some people just getting their first go around with some bread. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm going to the Gucci store. I'm going to get the lamb. You know what I mean? Like,
It's
But love is
bad.
love, man.
It's
Love is
bad.
love.
You would at least know if you were
Look,
sitting waiting on that pandemic check. Come on.
look, look. If I guarantee you, if they say, yo, if Trump gonna keep giving us loans like that, they're gonna vote.
It's done. You already know it's over with. They already probably checking the checker.
Oh
Okay.
man.
So they just messed that up. People should have been
Nah, on some real shit. You know, we do gotta vote, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't trust none of them. Like, you just don't make it like Ice Cube said. Like, what's like? Ain't nobody saying nothing about us. Talking this and talking that. You know what I'm saying? Politicians going to the black churches, shaking hands, kissing black babies, and all that shit. What did we get out of it?
well, Amanda
Really,
Seals said that also in her PSA that
what
we
we
have
get
to
out of
vote.
it? Every black person, every black family, household with four more people should get $100,000 reparation. Every household.
Well, you just said what they gonna do with it. That needs to come with
100K. Go right to Rodeo. They're gonna be at the Dream Hotel.
be in Miami on the beach with the mask, with the COVID,
Whatever.
buying
Maybe they're
champagne.
gonna be like another bottle.
Yes, see, no, you have to do that with a class. I'm sorry, I'm gonna charge you with that. You're gonna have to create
Word.
a download to be able to speak to the people and let them know when you get this, you got to do this.
I ain't
Period.
saying shit. Do what you gonna do in '92. Hope you
No.
had fun in '91. But
So
yeah,
tell
you
me
know,
about the Onyx, the new Onyx album. What are you all working on with that? Because we already know throw your guns in the air. We know
yeah. We
slam.
back we back in that chamber. It was funny. I told Stick this new album. I just got attacked and shit. But I was telling Stick this album reminds me of the Back the Fuck Up album, the All We Got Is Us album, and the Shut 'Em Down album. I think this album has elements of all of those albums. You know what I'm saying? As far as production, flow, like some of the songs sound like it's straight off the first album, and then
Wow.
some of the songs sound like it could be on the second album. You know what I'm saying? And some of the songs sound like it could be on the third album. You know what I mean? Shit's crazy.
Well, that's because the common denominators are on all the albums.
Right. So, you know, we making it happen. Me and Stick. We in the studio. The album's called Onyx for Life. Should be out top of the year. You know what I'm saying? We gonna wait till 2020 is over, man. This year is one of the worst years, you know, I've seen in a long time. This is a crazy year.
Did this
So
album bring you out of retirement? Because I did see that you said at one point you were in retirement. So was this it or was it something before?
nah, I mean we just been touring. I've never been out of retirement.
Okay.
I got bills to pay. Shit. I gotta keep the lights on. Shit real around here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no retirement. Shit, we gonna keep doing this, man. I just seen Patty LaBelle and Gladys Knight on Verzuz, man.
Absolutely. It was
They
amazing, right?
OGs and they still rocking.
Amazing.
They still rocking. So you know we gonna do this for a minute. Honest, we still gonna do this for a minute, man. Shout to the OGs still doing it, man. I'll look up the guys like KRS, Dougie Fresh, Ice Cube. You know, I still see these dudes on stage. They look like they never, you know what I mean? So that's how we coming at it, man. We still doing it. EPMD, G Rap, all these dudes still doing it. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, all them, everybody's still doing it.
Everybody's still doing, and they're doing it big. It looks as if the legends are definitely persevering through the COVID. They did not stop, of course, but a
Ah,
lot of them have created new music. Streaming platforms are crazy. Folks are sampling. Obviously, their mixes are there. So I think that is amazing. That's the music that we grew up on, and it feels good.
yeah, everybody making moves, you know.
Mhm.
Everybody looking good. Motherfuckers on Instagram, one in the gym. Everybody looking healthy, you know what I'm saying? Trying to beat this COVID shit,
That's right.
you
That's
know.
what's up.
But
That's
yeah, man.
necessary.
You know, we still doing it. This is over 30 years in hip hop. We've been doing it, so it just feels good to still be doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Shot Skills and Big DS, X1, the dudes
X1,
from the
Maverick.
Onyx camp who ain't here. You know what I'm saying? But before we leave, just want to say it's been a pleasure rocking with you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me today on Champagne and Conversations. I'm
Yeah.
glad you were able to take a few minutes out and then go and enjoy the babies and whatever that you all are going
Yeah,
to do
we're
in the
gonna
park.
chill. We're gonna chill. You heard?
Yes,
Word
it's
up.
a pleasure. Thank you. Ladies
Love
and
is
gentlemen,
love.
FREDRO STARR,
One.
Onyx. We look forward to seeing the new music or
One.
hearing the new music.
I'm gonna tap in with you. Say no more.
Okay.
All right,
Cheers.
one.